Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome. My name is Meslin. I am your mental fitness trainer here on YouTube. And welcome to Mental Training with Mez, where on this channel we are dedicated toward training the mind, exercising the mind, working out the mind, whichever word suits you. I just want you to know this is a space where we are actually engaged in challenging the mind for the better. So there are zero negative side effects to the type of training that we practice on this channel, because the end goal, the sole purpose and intention for this channel is to restore the health of our mind, because when our minds are in its healthiest state, there virtually is nothing impossible to us. So I want to start off by reading something to you before we begin our training. The Key to Supreme Power, Love, and Freedom. That's the title. The power that is needed to be, do, and have whoever and whatever the heart desires is held in the breath. The love that is necessary to sustain such a life is held in the breath. And the freedom to have this life harmoniously, gracefully, and unapologetically is held in the breath, because the breath is power, love, and freedom itself. Therefore, then, train the mind to stay focused on the breath by consciously breathing. So that is what we're doing on this channel. We are restoring the health of our mind, and we're doing it by focusing on the breath. The law of faith teaches us, and this is a faith-based type of mental training, and we are taught that when we focus on the breath, we are actually focusing on our lives, but we're doing it from a vantage point that allows us to make changes as we begin to pay attention to the things that have been keeping us from mastering or creating the life that we desire to create. To do that, we have to master our minds. We need to first acknowledge that we've become mentally lazy, we've become mentally unfocused, and so we've allowed life to serve as a distraction instead of as a beacon to keep us on track for manifesting the life we desire. So because we developed the habit of being mentally lazy, meaning we're not mentally working out, we created a lifestyle, belief systems that basically keep us safe. They keep us from manifesting the life we desire, because the life we desire requires a complete self-transformation. So if you are joining me on this channel, if you are subscribed to this channel, if you are liking videos, if you're commenting, it's because you understand the importance of becoming mentally healthy, and you are joining in on that journey and participating in the regimen that I call mental fitness training. All right. So all we're going to do, well, let me state some prerequisites. So before we get started, please make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing. I want to make sure that you understand that we are going to be getting into a sitting position, and you're going to be sitting upright with back support. So please make sure you're wearing clothing that you feel comfortable enough to sit for 20 minutes. For the entire month of October, we have been doing 20-minute mental training exercises or training sessions. So make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing. Make sure you're getting into a position that you feel comfortable enough maintaining and holding on to. As I said, this is 20 minutes straight of challenging our concentration and focus muscles. So be in a space where you feel comfortable enough to close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes, but I like to close my eyes because it helps me to really focus and lock in on the breath. So just make sure you're in a space where you feel comfortable enough to close your eyes and also to sit for 20 minutes straight. If you find it difficult to focus on the breath, as I said, that is the main focal point of the type of training we do. Meditation beads are great tools for the type of training we do. Each bead on your necklace represents an inhale and exhale cycle. So one full cycle, one bead is an inhale and exhale. And then you would move on to the next bead, inhale, exhale, next bead, inhale, exhale. And you would just do the entire bead for as many times as necessary for the 20-minute duration. But they are great tools, and they really help you to maintain that focus of attention on the breath, because that is the challenge. To become mentally undisciplined, to become mentally unfocused, simply means our concentration and focus muscles are weak. We haven't really trained ourselves or conditioned ourselves or even exercise our mental muscles to maintain focus on something that is important to us. And the law of faith teaches us there is nothing more important than the life that we have, because the life that we have been gifted to know our power. So just like what I read, the power to be, do, and have whoever and whatever it is you desire to be, do, and have is held in the breath. The love that is needed to sustain that life, where you can have that power, is held in the breath. And the freedom to really enjoy and express and come into that life harmoniously, gracefully, and unapologetically, meaning you understand that this is your birthright. That's the freedom you have to have this type of life, this type of power and love. It is held in the breath, because the breath is itself power, love, and freedom. So that's why the breath is the focal point. That's why on this channel, you have to be committed towards self-transformation, because that is what is going to take place. Our mind is going to be restored by returning to its original state of alertness and relaxation. So I'm going to ease you into this by letting you know that you are going to enter a state of alertness and relaxation. That is why this form of training is faith-based. We trust that the reason why we're focused on the breath is because we're still able to maintain a level of alertness, a degree of alertness. And that alertness is of the highest level, degree, and frequency. So by focusing on the breath, the level of alertness you are at is the highest that mankind can actually experience. And that is the reason, excuse me, that is the reason why the body temple comes into a relaxed state, because that is something that is known to an intelligent organism. It is aware that it is paying attention to something that is profound, that is accurate, that is tangible, that is visible. Therefore, there is no need to be stressed, tense, and anxious. So we are going to do something that I call faith-based mental training, which is we are going to give all our focus of attention to the inhale and exhale of our breathing, and we're going to keep it there by intentionally breathing in and intentionally breathing out. So you are going to breathe in and out on purpose. Don't worry about how fast you're going, how slow you're going, how shallow or deep your breathing is. That is of no concern to us. Again, we are dealing with a divinely intelligent substance, which is the breath. So we don't need to overthink it. We're simply going to keep our focus of attention on the breath by intentionally breathing in and intentionally breathing out. So without further ado, get into a comfortable position, move around, drink some water before we begin, if that'll help you to settle into this training. If you're not used to 20-minute sessions, I have other videos, 5, 10, 15-minute, that you could participate in, but you don't necessarily need to start there. You could start right here. All you have to do is be willing to endure sitting for 20 minutes straight without moving and really focusing on the breath. All right, so take a big breath here for me. And begin. So you're simply concentrating on the inhale and exhale of your breathing, and intentionally breathing in, intentionally breathing out for 20 minutes. Maintain form. Stay focused on the breath and continue to breathe in and out. Don't hold your breath, don't pause. Stay focused and continue to breathe in and out. Stay focused on the breath, on every inhale and exhale. Our challenge in this moment is to keep our concentration and focus on the inhale and exhale while intentionally breathing in and intentionally breathing out. The body tempo will relax on its own. We are maintaining alertness. Let the relaxation happen on its own, and it will happen. Stay focused on the breath. Continue to intentionally breathe all the way in and intentionally breathe all the way out. Again, don't control your breathing, just keep it fluid. No pausing, no holding your breath. Stay focused. We are focused on the air going in and out of our nose. Our mouth is closed. And that's it. To the best of your ability, continue to maintain the form you're in. If you have to move, of course, go ahead and do so, but remain still, giving all the focus and concentration to the inhale and exhale while intentionally breathing in and out. Got about 9 minutes left. All we're doing in this moment is maintaining a state of alertness and relaxation. We're paying attention to the breath and participating in the inhale and exhale without holding our breath, without pausing. We are strengthening our concentration and focus muscles by paying attention to the inhale and exhale of our breathing in this moment. 5 minutes left. Stay focused. Don't allow for any distractions, not even my voice. Continue to stay focused on your breathing and see that even while focused on your breathing, you can hear my voice. Again, alert and relaxed. Stay focused. We're focusing and concentrating on the inhale and exhale. And we're keeping our focus of attention on the inhale and exhale by intentionally breathing in and intentionally breathing out, making that process, that rhythm fluid. Sixty seconds. 30 seconds. Time, big breath. All right. That was our 20-minute mental training session, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for giving yourself that opportunity to experience supreme power, love, and freedom, because that is what the breath is. It is why the breath is the focal point of our training. Faith-based mental training is intended for you not only to have the power to manifest the life you desire, but to sustain it and to make sure that you're going about it harmoniously, gracefully, and unapologetically. So every day that you're showing up, getting these 20 minutes in, is it just adds up. It eventually it leads to the life that we desire. There is no other outcome that can happen. I will see you. Thank you so much for joining. Bye, guys.